Right, I've just heard from Catherine, who's one of the people here doing a placement with our conservation team, that the lump of mud that she started working on yesterday's produced something very interesting. So she's given me a call and I'm going to go up and have a look and see what she's found.
So this week I've been working on this artifact, which we have under the microscope.
Mm-hmm. And I gather that's what it started life as. It's that.
Yes,
I remember that there were one or two lumps that just were lumps of mud, and you could see there was something in there. But absolutely no idea it was going to turn into anything quite this wonderful. And in fact, I'll lose that image and we'll just come back to the picture of what we've got under the microscope. I think I'm right in saying that we had that little piece at the front, didn't we, before?
Yes, that piece, the nose piece right here has already been cleaned.
We were fairly sure it was the nose of something like the little horsehead terminal that was found back in 2009. It was one of the first clean pieces. So we knew we had that. And at the time it was being suggested that might be the nose terminal from a crest coming across the helmet, so you have the little horse's head there. So we were quite excited when we found this other nose, and we were thinking, is there another terminal? And then we hadn't found anything else with it. And what you've turned up for us today is the rest of that horse's head, and a splendid horse's head it is as well. Absolutely astonishing. It's we've got some pictures here of what the first horse looked like, and I think if you look in there, you can see the eyes are very, very plain. There's literally just this little oval to represent the eye, and if you compare that to what's up on the screen at the moment, there's the eyes. It's much more elaborately done, and the decoration is just that little bit richer. But apart from that, it's very, very similar to the first horse's head. And in fact, it's got some interesting bits preserved that the first one didn't. That is one of the most fascinating pieces on this find.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
No, that's a complete end right there, because it's not broken at the end. That's the actual shape that it was.
And those two little lumps that you can see are
rivet heads.
They're the rivet heads that originally fastened that onto whatever it was on in the first place. And the first horse's head, if I can find the right pictures, there we go, was broken. So we didn't have that evidence for fixing. We didn't have the rivet heads.
You have a clue, don't you?
Yeah, you have a clue that it's
the beginning of a rivet hole.
There's half a hole. Whereas this time we've got both holes and they've still got the rivets in. So it's really a nice piece of evidence for this. Unless, it still could be horse head terminals from a helmet. I know there's some discussion about whether the crest ridge is a crest ridge, and therefore if it is a crest ridge, okay, it's a helmet, and if it isn't a crest ridge, it's something else. But if you assume one nose terminal per helmet, are we looking at a second helmet here? Is there evidence for two helmets in the Staffordshire Hoard?
Fantastic.
So it starts getting some very interesting questions. So it's a really interesting discovery, and it's something we're very pleased to see. And it just goes to show that the most unprepossessing lump of dirt can have the most astonishing piece in it. Well, what we're going to do now is to put the new horsehead terminal on display in our gallery here in Birmingham. And there's the new piece that will pop out on display. And there's the old nose. And we should be able to merge the two together seamlessly. Here we go. One new horsehead terminal.